also looks like it's working. I think. Is this one working? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey there. Sorry, something's going on with the YouTube live stream. Give me a second. Always some kind of problem with the YouTube live stream. Give me a second here. And the book is gone. Hey, give me one moment, everyone. Well, that's fun. We got Prince of the Universe now. Not even just Universal Prince, but it's actually the Prince of the whole universe now. Wow. Hey, Prince. How's it going? How are you doing? Now, let's see. I gotta re-log into something here on YouTube for some reason. I don't know why. Give me 1 second, everybody. Let's just find our username and password. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. Nope. That's not it. That's not it. Here we go. Hey, Sashina-san. How's it going? How are you doing? We got... I don't know why I have to log back into something here. I don't know what's going on. Connect your streaming software to go live, but I thought I already did. I don't know. This confuses me. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now... ignored messages that you posted on the last live video. What? I didn't see any messages on the last live video at all. I don't know. I guess I just didn't see them. Yeah, sometimes my wife will check the notifications and then they'll all be gone. And then I won't see the notifications. So that's probably what happened there. Alright, so yeah, if I don't see the notifications, then I just assume they don't exist. Yeah, sorry. I'll check those. I'll check those later. What did you have some other questions that you put on there, Prince? If so, you can just ask him here. More messages. Let's see if anybody's on the YouTube. Nope. Of course not. Test, test. Okay. It's working. Prince says, actually, as I forgot to wish you Merry Christmas on your last live, I posted a message in the live video. Anyway, belated Merry Christmas. Oh, okay, sure. Thanks. Yep. We had Christmas with the fam. Christmas with the family. It was something. All right. Yeah, it was something. Suhani says, "Hey James, how are you? Pretty good. Yep. Just getting the live stream going here. We gotta drive to. We don't have to, but we're going to drive to Dallas tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, we're driving to Dallas, doing something for New Year's in Dallas. I don't know what exactly, and then driving right back the next day. Yeah, so got that going on. But how long is the drive to Dallas? San Antonio to Dallas drive time. Let's see here. 4.5 hours. So yeah, we got 9 hours of driving that's going to happen in a 24-hour period. Yep. So, yeah, I think, I don't know. A lot of my vacation time gets soaked up by driving, it seems. So, love that. I can see some betterment in the quality of the videos these days. That's wonderful. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, I do try. When you say the quality, you mean like it's not like bad, or it's not like freezing or skipping or whatever. Yeah. Do the idioms bring home the beacon and breadwinner have the same meaning? What you mean is bring home the bacon. All right, that's bring home the bacon. Yeah, I mean, they do basically have the same meaning. One of them is kind of more of a phrasal verb, to bring home the bacon. And then the other one is more of a idiomatic noun, to be the breadwinner. All right, but if you bring home the bacon, that means that you're the primary money earner in the family. If you're the breadwinner, again, that means you're the primary money earner in the family. All right. So, yeah, they basically do have the same meaning. Absolutely. Suhani says, I will be in Dubai celebrating New Year in Dubai this time. Okay, sure, cool. Celebrating the New Year in Dubai. Man, I hear that's supposed to be one of the most expensive places on earth, huh? That's hardcore. All right, that's hardcore. So, what made you want to go to Dubai for the New Year? That sounds interesting, but I don't think I could afford it. I'm pretty sure I couldn't. Okay, it looks like someone named Vina Mimrath wants to join the call. So we all know how this goes, right? Maybe this is a normal person that has a normal English question. Maybe something really weird is about to happen. Okay, so if it's something really weird, it's not my fault. All right, let's see. Let's go live with Vinod. Come on, you can join. Yeah, I just gave you the access. And then Prince has a question about turn up versus show up. We'll answer that in a second. Let's see if Vinod has something. Vinod, do you want to join? Or did he join already? And I don't see him. Don't know. Maybe he's not coming. Vinod, do you have a question? I'm here to answer it if you've got it. Or even if you don't. Well, I guess I couldn't answer a question if you don't have one, right? Oh, my book is starting to come apart. Oh, no. That's sad. Oh, you don't? Okay. No, okay, well, you can join the call if you want, if you've got a question. Okay. So Prince has a question. He's asking, do turn up and show up have the same meaning? Yeah, kind of. Yeah. They do have similar meanings. Let me write these ones down here. Let's get some writing done here. Now, if anyone wants to see what I'm writing, turn up versus show up. If anyone wants to see what I'm writing, of course, you can watch on YouTube. Now, no one does, but you could, right? You could watch on YouTube. Turn up versus show up. So they both do have kind of like the meaning of like to arrive or appear, right? So yeah, it's very similar. They're very similar to each other. A turn up, show up. My friend turned up. My friend showed up, right? They arrived. They appeared. They were present, all right? However, turn up can be more unexpected or some kind of surprise. Show up is like not, it's kind of more normal. Now, Prince, are you asking because I already have some videos about these? Is that why you're asking? Does the phrasal verb put up mean temporary stay? I say blah 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 blah. Let's hold off on that one, right? I'm gonna put that up here at the top corner. Put up. All right, yeah, we can talk about that meaning too, but I'm gonna try to answer this first question. First, is this a piece of glass? Or is it a chunk of salt? I don't know. I don't want to taste it. I think that was a little piece of glass on the countertop there. Where'd that come from? All right, Prince, if you want to join the YouTube, go for it. I'll try to check the comments. I will. Okay? So, and it's much easier to read the comment history. On here I have to scroll, but if I like move my finger off of certain parts of the screen, it gets all weird on me. I don't know what's going on with that. Hey there, I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. Arshan, perhaps? Arshan? All right, Arshan, I see you want to join the call. I'll let you in, but first I'm going to finish answering this question that we're working on. We're talking about turn up versus show up. All right, so that's what we're talking about right now. What's the difference? They both have a similar meaning to appear. Aha, there's Prince on YouTube. Yo, yo, yo. Looks like we actually have some people in the YouTube chat. It's like Christmas all over again. Like, they just don't come into the YouTube chat. All right, it just doesn't happen. So they're very similar to each other. Turn up and show up. They're not that different from each other at all. But like I was saying earlier, turn up can be kind of like a surprise or an unexpected thing, right? So like, I was at the mall and my friend showed up. Oh, great, right? It's like probably I invited him. If someone showed up, I probably invited them. But if I was at the mall and my friend turned up, that means I just kind of found them randomly, right? I didn't actually invite them, right? I didn't know they were going to be there. All right. We can try that out if you want to experiment with that language a little bit, turn up versus show up. I do also have videos about both of those. Turn up is actually, part 1 is only out right now. I'm going to put out part 2 maybe today, maybe tomorrow. And then showed up, all 3 of those are out already. There's an alternative meaning to show up. All right, we can show someone up. All right, to show someone up has a very, very different meaning. And to turn something up also has a very, very different meaning. All right, so these are separable. All right, and if we separate them, the meaning changes significantly. All right, very different. So, inseparable, if you don't separate them, the meaning is very similar. If we do separate them, the meaning is very different. To turn something up, that means to increase the volume or the intensity of it. Like you're going to turn up music, right? You're going to make it louder, all right? To show someone up means to make them look bad by doing a better job than them at something, or doing something better than them and making them look bad as a result. That's showing them up. All right. Interesting. Good question. And I do have videos on both of those. If anyone's interested, you can look through my reels. Let's answer this call really quick. Let's see what's going on with Arshan. He's got a little kitty as his picture. Again, right now, I don't know about Arshan, but if he does something weird, it's not my fault. All right. Arshan, you coming? Come on in, buddy. What do you got? Let's see here. I know someone else also had some other questions too. I am like one-man army, can ask many good questions. Yes, exactly. Yeah, Prince. Prince, my live streams would be like 100% worse without you. You know, they really would. Arshan, you coming? Didn't I accepted it, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did. I'm going to do it again. Give him a few seconds, see if he wants to get in here. I like him. I've got this like little screen that shows me like the streaming statistics for the live stream. So my viewer count, it goes up to 4. We've only gotten it about this high to 2 before. I wonder, like, other successful or popular streamers, like, I'm sure that little scale goes a lot higher, right? Probably. Let's see here. I don't know. It looks like Arshan's not going to join us. I invited him in. I said they could join, but they're not coming. So I guess I'll move over to another question here. Shoot, what was it? Yeah. Put up. All right. So Prince was asking, does the phrasal verb put up mean temporary stay? All right. Can I say that I had to put up in a small hotel because of the unavailability of rooms in a 3-star hotel? Yeah. Okay. Please explain it. Explain what? Explain put up. I'm working on that one. Yeah, I'm working on it. So let's do a little writing for that one. Oh, bite the bullet. Hey, wait a minute now. Prince, I think you've asked that question several times. I believe that we've gone over bite the bullet a few times. I mean, we can again. I don't mind. But yeah, I mean, that's fine. Bite the bullet. Pretty sure we've gone over that before a couple of times. So, put up. This is an interesting one because it can actually, there's a lot of different ways that we can shift and change this phrasal verb put up. All right. We can put up, we can be put up, or we can put up with, or we can put something up also. Okay. So if you are put up, we can say I'm put up in the hotel right now. All right. Yeah, that could mean to like have it be temporarily staying somewhere. Yes. All right. Let's type an example of something like that. All right. Let's put a little text box in here, size 24 font. If anyone on Instagram wants to see what I'm doing when I'm writing or drawing something, you can always watch on YouTube. Okay? And that is how you would see what I'm drawing or writing, right? Like this. You know, this sort of stuff. I'm about to be typing some stuff here, blah, 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 blah. Right? But as I've said before, and I'll probably say it again, for whatever reason, I am not, I don't have the ability to stream on Instagram using a computer. Some people do. Most people don't. I don't know why. it was in beta. They were beta testing that ability like in 2021. All right, now we're coming up on 2024. Ugh. I bet it probably uses up like too much server space, or it's like too taxing on their something about their technology or something. I don't know. Right? Like who knows why, but maybe in 2024 I'll be able to live stream on Instagram on the computer. Maybe, but probably not. All right, so we'll have to keep doing a multi-stream like this. Kind of annoying. For me at least. I don't know. Maybe you guys don't mind it. But me personally, I wish I could just do both, right? Sorry, James. That time I didn't watch the screen. This is much better than watching Instagram. Yeah, I know, right? If I could just, if Instagram would let me stream on Instagram on the computer, then I could do the multi-stream, both of them through OBS, and just like multi-stream, and everyone could see what I was typing and writing. Like it sounds a lot better to me. All right, but yeah, they just won't let me do it. It drives me crazy. It really does. Let's keep talking about put up, right? Let's not talk about my streaming problems. All right, so to be put up somewhere, to put up with something, or to put something up. All right, these have very different meanings, right? To be put up, typically somewhere. All right. I'm put up at the hotel for a few days because I'm put up at the smaller hotel for a few days because the 3-star hotel didn't have any availability until the weekend. Whatever. Right? I am put up at the smaller hotel, right? Or I will be put up at my uncle's house for the holidays. All right, I will be put up at my uncle's house for the holidays, right? So there's a location happening here. I'm going to be at some place. I'm going to be put up there, right? So that's like the meaning that you were talking about, Prince. Okay, that's like where staying somewhere temporarily, to be put somewhere temporarily, right? To put up with something, right? To quote unquote put up with something, all right? Now, putting up with something means to kind of like to tolerate or attempt to tolerate something despite its annoying nature, annoying or difficult nature, right? So here we go. Here's a good example. When traveling, some people find it difficult to put up with crying babies on airplanes, right? Me, I don't really care if babies cry. They do that. Sometimes they cry a little louder, and sometimes it's a little more annoying, right? They get that really high, right, high pitch cry in there. That one's, annoying, but I've taught in kindergartens and pre-Ks, all right? Like kids cry. That's what they do. They do that often, all right? So like, am I bothered by it? Not really. I usually, here we go. I find it more difficult to put up with adults that are acting like children. All right, now that's, I find more difficult. Children acting like children, okay, doesn't bother me. All right, what else would you expect? It's a child, it's acting like a child, and seems perfectly reasonable, right? That's normal. But then, like, an adult making a scene and getting all loud and weird on a plane, well, now that's much more annoying, right? That's more difficult for me to put up with. It's more difficult for me to tolerate something like that. Does it happen? Yeah, it does. Right, it does. And that, I think, is much worse. All right, so to put up with something, right, that means to, like, tolerate it, right, to, be able to handle it, right, emotionally speaking, right? So, yeah, I find that difficult to put up with, is adults acting like children. Children acting like children, no big deal, right? Who's watching on Instagram here? Honeybee, Pawan, Panchal. I still have that pending invitation to Vinod, but I guess I'll cancel it. He's not coming. Whatever. All right, so here for the benefit of you Instagram viewers, I'll just flip this around really quick. All right, so we've got to be put up somewhere versus to put up with something. All right, so this is the one we're currently talking about, to tolerate or attempt to tolerate something despite its annoying or difficult nature. It's to put up with it. All right. So I was just using like people on planes and traveling as an example because it's kind of like a travel season. So for the West, I guess, is the travel season now. No, I mean, it's the holidays for almost everybody. New Year's season is special for almost everyone, I think. I'm sure I could be wrong in some cultures, right? But, for the most part. Now, to put something up. This, again, this is another phrasal verb, and it has a very different meaning. Again, right? To put something up. What do we think that means? Does anybody have any ideas? Let's leave a comment. See what we think. So we can be put up somewhere. We can put up with something or someone, or put something up. All right. What does that mean, to put something up? Some Prince says, I have a small doubt. How to know whether the particle in the phrasal verb is an adverb or a preposition? Is there any logic to understand this? For example, in the phrasal verb come over, is over a preposition or adverb? Interesting question. We'll address that. Okay, so you might have to repost it because you'll keep in mind that we still need to talk about bite the bullet too. Okay, so yeah, just give me a minute here and I'll try to get to it. It looks like no one wants to give me any guesses of what putting something up means, so I'll just go over the meaning. That's fine. So to put something up means to put it away, put that thing away in an organized place, to tidy or organize it. All right, like when I was younger, my mom always told me to put my toys up. All right, so this doesn't necessarily mean up or down. All right, it's just to put it away, to organize or tidy it. That's to put it up. All right, put your toys up, please. You could put other things up, right? It's like the kitchen is a mess after cooking, so you have to put your ingredients up. All right, put them away, organize them, put them where they're supposed to go. That's to put them up. All right, does that make sense? Now, tell you what I'd really like. I'd really like to see some examples. All right, if anybody wants to try some examples of these language points, then I'd be very, very happy for you to do it. All right, so we have to be put up somewhere, right? To put up with something, or to put something up. All right, different ones. If anyone wants to try, I'd be happy to see it. Okay, now let's flip this camera back around. Gosh, I wish the Instagram watchers could see what I was writing or drawing. All right. Nassim says, where are you from, form that says form. It's from. What you meant to say. Where are you from? Where are you from? Comma, bro, question mark. All right, like that. Me, I'm from the United States. Texas, specifically. All right, how about you, Nassim? Where are you from? Bro. Brah. Sometimes people say brah instead of bro. They say brah. Anyway, all right. Looks like, well, let's check. Let's check YouTube. Aha! We did get an example. Prince says, the room looks so messy. Until you put all your dirty clothes up, I will not serve you food. Ooh, that's good. That's a really good example, right? Put what? All your dirty clothes up. All right? So it's separable. We don't have to separate it, though. Until you put up all your dirty clothes, I will not serve you food. Also would be fine. Pawan Panchal has a quick question over here on Instagram that's, I think, pretty fast to answer, so I'll just answer it. He says, can you tell why America's southern accent is different? And why? Well, you got two Y's in there, right? You don't need two of them. Just can you tell why? Or maybe you meant and how. I don't know. Why America's southern accent is different? Well, I imagine it's going to be a similar reason as to why the eastern accent is different, the northern accent is different, the western accent is different, the midwestern, the mideastern, all right? Different accents are different typically because of the people who, like, moved there, all right? So particularly in America, right? Like, certain groups of people more frequently moved to Texas, and they brought their accents with them, and then they meld all together, and blah, 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 and a few hundred years later, now you've got this unique southern accent. All right, but, people make the accent. All right, so why? Why is it different? Now, keep in mind, I'm not some kind of linguistics researcher, right? I don't have a PhD or something in this field, right? So, but, this is something that you could refer to as linguistic drift, all right? So first, there's a difference, like, say there's country, right? There's the eastern and the western part of the country. They speak the same language, all right? But, like, over here, they say things a little bit differently. Over here, they say things a little bit differently, and it creates a different accent. And then, like, a few hundred years later, the accent is very different, and they have different idioms and different phrasal verbs. They say things, they use different language elements. A few hundred years after that, now they're different languages. All right? 1,000 years later, they're two completely different languages with their own different accents. So, language is a living thing that's constantly evolving and changing to fit the needs of the users and, to reflect the culture that they're part of. All right. So, who knows? Maybe in another 300 or 400 years, instead of there being a southern U.S. accent, maybe there will be a southern U.S. language. Or maybe the United States won't even exist in a few hundred years. Who knows? The Prince says, you are an expert in explaining phrasal and idioms perfectly. I'm able to understand everything perfectly. Okay, great. Yeah, well, I can be an expert at that then. How about that? Yeah. Calling yourself an expert, right? I'm not an expert. All right, I'm a teacher, right? I teach things. I think to be like an expert, you need to be some kind of academic in that field, like you're actively engaged in some kind of research or like a professor or something. I don't know. All right? What makes a person an expert? All right. Let's see here. He says, please read my one more. Oh, I didn't see you had another example there. I was not able to put up with the loud music that was coming from my neighbor's house. I decided to put up in a hotel for a few days till everything gets settled in my neighbor's house. Ooh, nice. So that example had two different uses of put up. Very, very good. Exactly perfect. Very nice. Nice job. Nice job, Prince. You could put up in a hotel. You could put up at a hotel. Either way would be fine. Okay, so just so you know, you can be in the hotel or at the hotel. Either way is okay. Okay. So now let's clear this out. We don't need that anymore. Excellent examples. Thank you very much for the examples, Prince. You know how much I love that. I love examples. All right. Okay, let's clear this out. Now, bite the bullet. All right, so we've gone over this a little bit before, I think, maybe once or twice. So, when you bite the bullet, that let's type this down actually. Bite the bullet, size 24 front. To quote unquote bite the bullet means to make a difficult decision. All right? If you're going to bite the bullet, that's making a tough choice. Why is it called biting the bullet? That I am not so sure. Right? Why is biting the bullet? What does biting the bullet have to do with making a tough choice? Not sure. All right, I'm not sure. So, but to bite the bullet, yeah, it just means to make a difficult decision, right? So, like, I knew I needed to update and back up my computer, but it takes so long I didn't want to. Finally, I had to bite the bullet and just get it done. It only took a couple of hours, though. And I had to bite the bullet and do it. It only took a couple hours. I had to bite the bullet and do that. Right? I was supposed to go back to graduate school when I was 30 years old. But I was busy trying and failing to grow my business at the time. So last year I bit the bullet and took my GRE so that I could go to grad school next year at 33 years old instead. All right. Because it's hard to bite it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe. Yeah, shoot, I guess maybe. Or like when like biting the bullet kind of gives me this weird imagery, right? It gives me this image like, you know, if you don't have any painkillers and you have to do something like set your arm or do something like that, usually you'll want to bite a cloth or a stick or something soft so you don't bite your teeth and break your teeth, you know, because of the pain. But if you don't have anything like that, maybe you just bite the bullet instead, and it's going to break one or two of your teeth, but all of them won't break. Maybe that's because it's like, okay, it's a tough choice. Like, you're still going to break some of your teeth, but which ones? Maybe that's it. I don't know. Yeah, you know, let's play around with this a little bit, right? History of bite the bullet. First recorded by Rudyard Kipling in his 1891 novel, The Light That Failed. Hey, look at this. It has been suggested that it is derived historically from the practice of having a patient clench a bullet in their teeth as a way to cope with the pain of a surgical procedure without anesthetic. That's what I was saying. That's so funny. Maybe that is it then. I don't know. Yeah, that's so funny. I think, did bite the bullet come from the military? The idea is thought to have derived from battlefield surgeries when amputations and medieval medical procedures were done without anesthetic. Anesthetic is a painkiller. To distract the patient, although torture victim may be more appropriate, from the pain. A bullet was placed in their mouth for them to bite down on. All right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it really might be that then. That's so weird. And oh, hey, Adita. I haven't seen you in a while. Hello, Rikandiru and Monica. Thanks for coming. Yeah, we're just answering a few questions from Prince right now. But if anybody else has any other ESL questions, I would be very, very happy to hear them. Okay? Yeah, I'd love to hear it. Let's take a look at YouTube and see if there are any other comments. Nice comments. Let's see here. Do two peas in a pod look alike, cut from the same cloth, spitting image, have same meanings? Interesting question. Let's go over your other earlier question first. But also, does everyone understand bite the bullet? Do we understand what that means? Prince, if you want, you can try an example of bite the bullet. Right? So it just kind of means to make a tough choice, to do a difficult decision. All right, but it seems like it came from some kind of no painkiller battlefield surgery. All right, so instead of biting your tongue off or snapping your teeth, you would bite a bullet instead. Prince says it's clear. Okay, good. Give us an example, Prince. I'll put it up on the page here if you want. What was that other? You had a kind of a complicated question, Prince. Prince says, I have a small doubt how to know whether the particle in phrasal verb is an adverb or a preposition. Is there any logic to understand this? For example, in the phrasal verb come over, is over a preposition or an adverb? That's tricky. Yeah, that's actually a really hard question, Prince. Let me try to think about that. Is there a way for us to know logically whether it's a preposition or an adverb? And the example was come over. Well, I guess one way that you could tell is like the next following word, right? Come over here. All right? So what is here? Here is an adverb of location, right? Come over here. All right? So then the over would have probably be a preposition. All right? So that is one way you can tell. All right? You can't just only look at the phrasal verb. Hey, Sahil, thanks for coming. And Zara Fatima, thanks for coming. We're answering some English questions. All right. Carrie asks, is getting a kiss from someone at midnight is one of the New Year's traditions? Yeah. I guess, yeah, that's a New Year's tradition. Why, though? That's a better question, and I'm not really sure why, though. Yeah. What are some other traditions for New Year's? Yeah, we can probably think of a few. I guess different cultures have different traditions for New Year's. Right? Different cultures have different ones. Like in Spain, I think they eat some grapes. Maybe it's 12 grapes or 13 grapes. So you want to put all 12 or 13 in your mouth and eat them at the same time. I think it's 12 or 13. It's like one for every month plus one or something. In China, they do a bunch of fireworks. That's kind of their New Year's tradition. They do fireworks. They do other stuff too. For some reason, in the United States at least, and I think also in the UK, drinking champagne is pretty common for the New Year. Why? Again, why champagne? I guess because champagne is kind of like a celebratory drink. It's something you use for celebrating things. Don't know why. Of course, doing the countdown, the big countdown is important for New Year's too, of course. But what else? Yeah. I can't really think of any other very apparent New Year's traditions. How about anyone else who's watching? What are some New Year's traditions in your country or in your culture that you're aware of? Share with us. If you're watching the recording later, put it in the comments. Still love to hear it. Okay? Still love to hear it. Oh, look, Prince has an example for us for bite the bullet. I had to bite to bullet as bite the bullet, Prince. I had to bite the bullet and tell him to stop eating junk food in excessive quantities, as eating that much affects the health in a bad way. All right? Affects the health in a bad way is unhealthy. Right? Yeah, you can just say it's unhealthy. All right? I had to bite the bullet and tell him to stop eating so much junk food because it's unhealthy. All right, yeah. Great, sure. Yeah, really nice. Really nice example of bite the bullet. Oh, shoot. Did I ever actually answer that whole phrasal verb, preposition versus adverb thing? Basically the answer that I gave you was like you have to look at the other parts of the sentence too. You got to look at the other parts of the sentence, particularly what's coming after the phrasal verb, and that'll give you a much better clue. But I mean, does it matter? I guess it matters, right? Maybe for me, I'm just more interested in like, can you use the phrasal verb or the idiomatic expression, right? Just try using it. And then, because, English, native English speakers, we're not thinking about whether or not it's an adverb or a preposition. They might not even know how to define an adverb or a preposition, all right? That's funny. I'll be going back to university on the 15th of January. I'm starting up my graduate studies in psychology. And I do plan on maybe doing a few interviews or doing some interview series of videos, just asking normal college or even graduate students to define grammatical terms in English, just to see can they do that? I think probably not. All right, probably not. It'd be fun to check though. It'd be fun to check. Prince said something, but then he deleted it. Why you do that, Prince? Don't do that. Carrie says make New Year's resolutions. Well, A indicates singular, and then resolutions you made plural. You don't want to do that, right? So it's make a New Year's resolution or make New Year's resolutions. All right. So you don't want to mix the singular plural like that. Yeah, I guess that's like another tradition. Sure, absolutely. I think that's like I think that one's pretty cross-cultural too. Like, I think a lot of people kind of try to make some kind of positive change or positive improvement in themselves or their lives for the New Year's. Yeah, I think that's pretty common. Right? People might call it different things, but yeah, it's a New Year's resolution. All right. Oh, yeah. Prince, you had that question about all those different idiomatic statements. Gosh, my allergies are going a little crazy. Yeah, we're coming up into my allergy season pretty soon. Or maybe it's actually started now. We can check. Who wants to look at my allergies really quick? Let's see. Where's let's call it the San Antonio Allergy Report. Let's look at the pollen count, shall we? Aha! Mountain cedar. There it is. That's the one. That's the one that gets me every year. Ooh, that makes sense. I should probably start taking my allergy medicines because this is going to get a lot higher. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I can really feel it. Yeah, I could feel it. I figured it was probably starting. Yeah, usually my allergy season is like kind of early January until maybe mid or late February is pretty common. It's about 2 months or so. Ah, goodness. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so Prince had a bunch of questions about these different idioms. Let's write them down really quick, huh? I'm pretty sure I can copy. You should have taken a rest for today, James, as you are a bit under the weather. Well, it's, I'm not sick though. It's allergies. All right, so what can you do? Right, I can take some allergy medicine. That's about it. I mean, that's all I can really do about it. I'll take some allergy medicine. Yeah, I'll take some after the stream's over. We only got another 10 minutes, so it's not that long. Yeah, typically I'll take like a nasal spray and then an antihistamine pill. So we'll see. Yeah, but it has a cumulative effect. Like next Saturday, I bet I'll be like really all messed up from my allergies. It's pretty common. Let's copy this, and we're gonna put this on our Zoom thing here. Right, like that, and they might as well make it size 24 font. Do 2 peas in a pod look alike, cut from the same cloth, and spitting image have the same meanings? Well, that's a tricky question. That's a little bit tricky, okay? Because some of these have slightly different meanings, but I think normally, yeah, you could interpret these as being pretty similar to each other. They have different grammatical functions, different grammatical placement in sentences. Sorry. Yeah, no one wants to watch a live stream where some guy's blowing his nose and being all nasty. Give me a second. I need to go grab a new tissue paper. Be right back. I'm just going right over here. Yeah, every year my friends are like, "Oh, dang, it looks like you're dying." All right, because my allergies are all messed up. Dang it. Trust me, I don't enjoy it either. Come on, get back in there. Why don't you? Sorry. Get this thing back on here. There we go. Got it. Hey, Bjork. Thanks for coming. We're talking about some of these. Hey, Almira. Thanks for coming. We're talking about some of these idioms here that the Prince was asking about. Anyway, so 2 peas in a pod. This one is going to be kind of an idiomatic, almost. Well, you have to introduce it with is, am, are. It's kind of like a state of being. Yeah. So is, am, are. 2 peas in a pod. All right. Look alike, right? So look alike. We could say a quote unquote look alike as in a noun, or we could say that someone looks alike, and then alike equals adjective. All right. Cut from the same cloth. All right, this is going to be introduced with is, am, are. So this is actually, well, yeah, it's an idiomatic adjective. Spitting image, right? It's going to be the spitting image. This is a noun. All right. So they do all have very similar meanings, but they would have different use and function in sentences. All right. So 2 peas in a pod. This could be talking about about 2 people who look or act similarly, or 2 people that get along very well. All right. A quote-unquote look-alike is someone that looks very, very similarly to someone else. Like a twin almost. Right? Cut from the same cloth. This describes 2 people or things or events or, any noun that either look similar or act very similarly. Kind of similar to the 2 peas in a pod. The spitting image is a person, typically, and is used to describe someone that looks very, very similar to someone else. Usually a member of the family, right? Someone younger looking very similar to someone older in the same family, right? So, yeah, spitting image and look-alike, those 2 are very specifically about kind of like physical appearance. 2 peas in the pod and cut from the same cloth can be about physical appearance, but also can be about similar behavior or attitude. All right. So on the surface, they all seem quite similar to each other, but they do have a lot of functional differences and also kind of some different syntactical meanings as well. All right. So they are pretty similar, though. All right. Let's look at some examples. We can make some examples here. We're gonna have to move this up so we can get some space. All right. Let's separate them out a little bit and let's try some examples. Right. Oh, your 2 babies have the same outfit on. They're 2 peas in a pod, right? So I'm saying in a pod. I'm saying they look very similar to each other. Okay. Or my cousin and I get along really well. We're 2 peas in a pod. All right. So then that's not about our physical characteristics. Right? That's about how well we get along. Something like that. Look alike. All right. So lots of actors hire a look-alike for their stunt doubles in movies. All right, so that's one thing that we could use, right? Look-alike, right? No, but that's fine. Yeah, don't worry about it. There's like 2 or 3 people watching. You're not getting exposed to the big internet or anything. Yeah, I'm not a popular streamer. I just do it. Right? No one watches, or a few people watch. But thankfully, at least one person asks a lot of questions. That's Prince. Thank you, Prince. So then now look-alike, right? Okay, so like lots of actors hire a look-alike, right? Now that's as a noun. That's someone that looks like them, right? Or some parts of West Texas look alike to some parts of, I think, northern Italy. All right. They look alike to some parts of northern Italy. Like, it's like, oh, am I in West Texas or northern Italy? Right? That's why a lot of Western movies were actually shot in Italy, right? They call those spaghetti westerns, right? Because they weren't shot in the American West. They were actually shot in Italy. But it looks kind of like the American West in some parts of Italy. Cut from the same cloth, the spitting image. Gosh, you know what? We're already out of time. This is an interesting question. Maybe we'll go over it some more next time. All right, maybe. Let's see. I think Prince has a couple of more things. It's all natural, James. Everyone suffers with cold and cough during winter. Well, it's not. Well, cold is actually a disease. All right, but what I have here is allergies. It's an allergy. You will surely get a great amount of followers very soon because you are a person with lots of knowledge. Well, I appreciate your enthusiasm, Prince. Or no, I should say your optimism. You're very optimistic. I'm glad one of us is. Someone should be, right? Someone has to be optimistic about it. Yeah, maybe. I don't think I'm gonna get a large amount of followers because I don't do stupid shit like I don't know, like dancing or something. Right? I'm an educator, not a dancer. Someone on Instagram, like yesterday, I don't know why or what, they were messaging me in Hindi a lot, and I keep telling them, like, I'm an English teacher. I don't speak Hindi. I'm using a Google Translator to talk to you, but if you can, you should message me in English to practice your English because I'm an English teacher and I want to help you learn English. But they were messaging, none of it translated very well. But they were messaging me something about dancing, like dance this, dance that. I started thinking maybe he's using, maybe it's idiomatic, right? He's using it idiomatically. Maybe he doesn't literally mean like dance or dancing. But I never really could quite understand what the heck he was talking about. Like, are you trying to get me to dance? I'm not gonna. And it's not that kind of channel. Please shift to any Asian country to get your talent noticed by a great amount of people. Well, Prince, most of my followers are Indian, right? I believe that is technically an Asian country, isn't it? I don't know. China, they don't have Instagram or YouTube, right? So that's out. You got about 1 billion people. Not happening there. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, Prince. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it too much. It's going to put me into a bad mood. Right? Nobody wants that, huh? Pawan Panchal says, yes. Question, thumbs up. Okay, sure. Thanks, Pawan. Yes, what? I don't know. Anyway, so we're a little over time here, so I'm going to stop the stream. We'll see everybody again next week. Same time, same place. Right? If you come, great. If you want to watch on YouTube, I would highly suggest it. If you want to watch on Instagram, okay, sure, no problem. So thanks everybody for coming. Thanks for your questions. And, if you need help with your English, go to needhelpenglish.com. Education, training, success, and we'll see you later.